All right, boom. So if you think that hard money is going to help you get rich quick, you're in the wrong game. Hard money prevents you from being debased. It's not a get rich quick scheme. And personally, I don't see any other avenue to store my time and energy outside of hard money and being good at my job or building businesses and then using that energy and time to save in the hardest assets. That's how you get free after doing it for a long, long, long period of time. Now, most people, they don't even really know what they're looking at when they see this chart. And I like to bring it up often because this is a image of the entire debt situation within the United States, global debt. You can see that the United States national debt over at the top here is 39 trillion right now. It'll be 40 trillion soon, no doubt. And at the end of the day, the US total debt is like 112 quadrillion. Big number, right? Like, I don't really know how that even happens, but typically it's just from excessive printing, bailouts, stimulus, you name it, and you're paying the price through monetary debasement and inflation. Now, most people, they will say, well, I'll just go buy stocks, I'll just go buy real estate, I'll just go buy this, that, and the third. But here's the key. The dollars that you have are buying you less things. You're losing purchasing power as more dollars are infused into the system. This is the difference between hard money and a currency. Currencies are printed by a central authority. Hard money takes time and energy to essentially create. So think gold, think Bitcoin, think silver. The metals, not that fake paper bullshit. Now, here's the thing. I typically show people these different currencies between the euro and the United States dollar. And what you can see right here is that the euro can buy you more things than the dollar. Now, if you knew that, wouldn't you want the currency that allows you to have more buying power than the currency that's weaker? Let that sink in. This construct and this concept gets even more propelled and elevated when you think about the difference between currency and money. Currency is something that's issued by a central bank, like the dollar, the euro, the yen, the real, the rupee, versus money like gold, Bitcoin, and silver. I love this image because it's essentially explaining the global financial pyramid and how everything keeps expanding. From the top of the pyramid, everything's expanding around derivatives, those unfunded government liabilities that are in the 100 quadrillions that I showed. Remember, you see it right there? Those unfunded debt, interest, government liabilities or whatever, 112 quadrillion. Yeah, big, huge number. Now back to this. So that unfunded government liability is going to keep expanding. That number is going to balloon out. They don't care. Print the paper, print the currency, fund these liabilities, do whatever. Print money here, print money there, fund this war, fund that war, fund this pandemic, do whatever. Give people stimulus check, do this, whatever. It doesn't matter. They don't care because they're printing it out of thin air, and you're going to pay the price through monetary debasement. But when you understand what can't be expanded, which is hard assets, right? Gold, Bitcoin, right? It takes time and energy. Silver, it takes time and industry to essentially go extract these things, to mine these things. That's what you want. That's what you want to save in. You can use it as well, but that's a harder money. And over time, it's going to allow you to buy more things. People get bent out of shape because they think, well, I know a lot about finance and I know this because I have a Roth IRA and I have a brokerage account and I got a 401k. Well, let me explain this to you. That whole construct and what you're being taught or how people are teaching you about financial literacy isn't the same as freedom literacy. And I like this quote from Henry Ford because it encapsulates what I'm trying to explain. He talks about how it is well enough that people of the nation do not understand our banking and monetary system. For if they did, I believe there would be a revolution before tomorrow morning. But here's the thing. Most people are caught up looking at the green in their brokerage account and they're looking at the green in their 401k and they're like, well, I own this house. When in actuality, they're trapped within this box thinking that those dollars actually mean something when your dollars are being debased every millisecond and your purchasing power is being robbed. And not to mention, you're robbing future generations of prosperity because there's more debt that's being infused into the system, which is going to make life harder for the people around you that you may love and care about. This is why understanding the difference between currency and money is so important. You can do whatever you want to do. But if you don't understand this, don't complain about the problems that you will see because they will happen. Because the money and the broken incentives are so deep rooted and so many people are profiting off of your ignorance that they think, some people within the system in the pyramid, they think they're benefiting from it. However, eventually they're not going to benefit from it, and then they're going to complain about why things are broken, and then they're going to realize that debasement is going to overtake them as well. So I'm going to leave you with this quote from my man Mark Twain. He says, it's easier to fool people than to convince them that they've been fooled. I tell people all the time, understand that the denominator matters. You saving hard money, you can buy more things. You saving currency, your dollars buy you less. Your yen buys you less. Your euro buys you less. If you don't want to understand this or don't want to accept this, eventually math is going to overtake you and you're going to experience debasement in a real way, where you will think back on this video and you'll say, damn, all I had to do was do the knowledge.